Hello guys, welcome to the latest episode of Every Platform. Incoming we have a West Midlands Metro just coming in going to Edgbaston Village. Welcome to Jewellery Quarter station. We are in West Midlands for West Midlands number 9, believe it or not the 9th one. This is a Jewellery Quarter station. It's a combined railway station and tram stop situated in the Jewellery Quarter of Birmingham. So we are still in Birmingham on this one. Chiltern Railways also serve here, interestingly enough, on their Marylebone to, or they did serve here on the Marylebone to Kidderminster, but I think it's a Stourbridge train now. I don't even know if they do that, but either way. Anyway, so we'll talk about this station in just a moment. If you do check out the updates and trips and posts, please do check out my Facebook group and also my Instagram at KTVVids. Got a whole host of people joining today, so we will talk about who they are as and when the day goes on. Also worth noting, today's plan is to visit every station between here and Hartlebury. We have already done Droitwich Spa and Worcestershire, so we don't need to worry about them. So it's everything between here and Hartlebury that we haven't done. The only ones that I have done are Stourbridge Junction and Kidderminster, but we will be going back to them anyway today. So anyway, so without further ado, let's begin today's episode of Every Platform here at Jewellery Quarter. Enjoy. So, Jewellery Quarter, the station's tram stop is set at the mouth of the Hagley number 2 tunnel, which is below the elevation of its road level access point. So that's where this is. It's right outside the tunnel basically, which is also runs alongside the railway going into Birmingham Snow Hill. The station itself was opened in 1995 as part of the Jewellery Line project, which saw the reintroduction of cross-city services via Birmingham Snow Hill. Midland Metro services ended up commencing in 1999 when its first and so far only line from Birmingham to Wolverhampton opened. No previous station has existed here either. The area was historically served by a station called Hagley, located a short distance west, which had been opened of course by the Great Western Railway in 1854 and closed in 1972. So yes. There is a sculpture outside called Clockwork, which is a Victorian cast iron. No, ignore me. It's a sculpture outside called Clockwork, which dates from 2004. It's kind of like cogs, like literal cogs in a big circle. And there's also a cast iron urinal outside as well. Okay. I don't think we're gonna have time to go out and have a look at them, unfortunately. But if you are here, go outside and look at them, definitely. Right. Anyway, our next station is going to be Rowley Regis, I believe. No, it's not. It's Old Hill. That's our next one. I'll update you soon. Okay, arriving in now is the 0912 service to Dorridge. It's 172334. There is one of the ex-overground units on it, which I believe is 172. Oh no, it's the next Chiltern unit. It's 104. So yeah, ignore me, I was talking rubbish. The next station we're going to is Langley Green. That's where we're going to next. So yes, Langley Green will be next as that train heads out to Dorridge. Go on, see what happens. Right, arriving in now is the 0919 West Midlands Railway service to Kidderminster. It's 172340. Excuse my voice. Right, I'll update you when we get to Langley Green. Right, so there goes 172340 and 172003 heading off to Kidderminster, and this is Langley Green. We can change for Oldbury, which has an interchange which we're going to shortly. We'll talk about facts of the station in a minute, but again, it's one of those stations that's sort of more of an intermediate station, so it doesn't actually have every West Midlands Railway service stop here, so we'll talk about it in a minute. Right, welcome to Langley Green station. It serves the Langley Green area of the town of Oldbury, which is actually in Sandwell, which I believe it's near Sandwell and Dudley station, which is on the West Coast main line, so I think they're within pretty close distance of each other. In terms of the history, the station opened in 1885 by the Great Western Railway. There was also a Great Western Railway branch from here to Oldbury, a larger town to the north. The Oldbury branch closed in 1915, so it was a very, very historic line. And until recently, a short stub of the disused line remained in situ, and its platforms can still be seen at Langley Green station. Probably can actually, but I can't see where the remains would be. Probably further down there. But yes, so like I said, the station itself is the closest place to Oldbury, and a lot of these stations are very, very close to each other. It's just by rail they're not, but by road they are. So Shipton Railways also call here very occasionally. I think they used to. Again, I'm not sure whether they still do, but yes. Anyway, next stop for us is going to be Rowley Regis, so I'll update you shortly. Get on the other stop. Right, so there goes the 4M heading off to somewhere, Walsall I think, and we're now going to head back, and we'll head to Rowley Regis station. Update you shortly, and featuring some people screaming out their car window. Right, there goes our Omnilink heading off to Blackheath, or into Blackheath, and we're now going to head to Rowley Regis station. Update you shortly. Right, welcome to our next station today. It's Rowley Regis, serving the town of Blackheath and the Rowley Regis area of Sandwell. So again, this one's pretty near Sandwell and Dudley as well. Shipton Railways, again, if anyone can confirm if they actually do or still stop at these stations, that would be good. But I don't think they do. We definitely need a fact check on that. Rowley Regis was opened in 1867 by the Great Western Railway on the line from Birmingham to Stourbridge Junction, and was known as Rowley Regis and Blackheath until 1968. And there was a goods facility here, and they were withdrawn in 1963. There's trains every 15 minutes here in each direction between Kidderminster and Birmingham Snow Hill. 2 trains per hour. These continue beyond Kidderminster to Worcester Foregate Street, with some continuing to Shrub Hill. Services continue beyond Birmingham to Whitlock's End, Stratford-upon-Avon, with 1 train per hour via Solihull and 1 Dorridge. 1 train per hour via Solihull and Dorridge, and 1 train per hour via Whitlock's End. So, yes. So the Shipton Railways do stop here. They only run to Stourbridge. It used to be Kidderminster. I haven't also introduced who's here today. Jasper is here.
There's a lot of people to introduce today.
Yes.
The one gang of autism members.
Literally that, if he wants to call it that. Apologies for that, but kind of is. We also have a lot of other people here today. We've got Mac, we've got Andy,
Hello.
we've got Rob,
Where, Mac?
we've got Cam, who's way out of his area.
Yeah. I mean,
got,
the buses
I am
are still
very out my
red, so
area.
it's fine.
We've got Mr. Turns back to the camera, Will, and we've got Tyler as well.
Well, this is my last.
Tyler, say hello.
Hello!
You introduced Cam.
I have. No, I haven't. I just remember. We also have Kat with us as well. She's over there. So.
Smoking is not allowed anywhere.
So,
or on trains.
we'll update you shortly.
E-cigarette.
Okay, arriving now is the 10:33 West Midlands Railway service to Kidderminster from Whitlock's End, I believe. This is 17102, ex-Chiltern Railways unit. And on the rear is 172008 ex-London Overground. And we'll see them go out in a minute. Well, no, we're all going to get on this and carry on. I'll update you shortly. Right, so there goes 172, 102 and 008 heading off to Kidderminster, and we're now here at Old Hill Station. I'm going to update you shortly. Okay, welcome to Old Hill Station. This is in Old Hill itself, which is again in Sandwell. What is it with this line and bloody Sandwell, honestly? In terms of the station opened in 1866. It was historically again part of the Great Western Railway, the usual stuff. And this was at the junction of the line from Birmingham to Stourbridge Junction with lines to Dudley and via Halesowen to Longbridge. The two latter lines have long since been closed and the original station buildings have also been removed. A further junction in the Stourbridge direction allowed trains to traverse what was known as the Bumblehole line, which ran to Dudley, and that line closed in 1964. That is the most comical name for a railway line ever in today's day and age. Because it was a junction station, the platforms were staggered, which they are now, as you can see, with the Birmingham bound platform offset by a short distance. Can't talk. And also to the east of the current station were private railway sidings serving Palmer Timbers Yard, which have long been removed as well. So there's loads and loads of history of this station. It's quite good. A little station like this, there's a lot of history. Right, we're going to move on. Our next station is Cradley Heath, so we'll update you when we get there. That's Old Hill done. Right, just departing out now. It's 10:41 to Whitlock's End with 172003. And 172340, we had this one earlier. That one goes, and we're going to head to Cradley Heath. Right, there goes the X10, which we just got over to Cradley Heath, going to Merry Hill. And over there is a Mini 200 and the Omni Link. What you see here is Cradley Heath Interchange, which basically it's a bus station, and it integrates completely with the railway station, which is next door. So yeah, gonna head in now. Right, going through there was an RHTT. It is that season again. The railhead treatment trains are back. Then on goes heading off. Don't know where it was going, but somewhere. Anyway, welcome to Cradley Heath Station, mixed in with Cradley Heath Interchange, which is literally here, which is the bus station. It serves the town of Cradley Heath in the West Midlands, obviously. It's right in front of the railway station. Together they form the Cradley Heath Interchange. That's the integrated rail and bus link. They call it Cradley Heath Interchange, but the station sign only says Cradley Heath. The station opened in 1863 on the line by the Stourbridge Railway, interestingly, on their line from Stourbridge Junction to Old Hill. Historically, the station was known as Cradley and later as Cradley Heath and Cradley. The present station buildings date from the mid-1980s. The station was rebuilt entirely on the west side of the level crossing. Previously there had been a staggered platform arrangement on either side of the crossing before they put them together. So yes, the bus interchange opened during the 1980s. The bus station was extensively rebuilt from 2014 to 2015, hence why it looks quite new. And reopened in 2015 as Cradley Heath Interchange, and is owned by Transport for West Midlands, which charges operators for the usage, with National Express West Midlands and Diamond Bus both are operating their services out of the Interchange. So yes, as for the station, it's a train every 15 minutes, 4 trains per hour to Birmingham Snow Hill, 2 to Whitlock's End, 2 to Dorridge, 4 trains per hour to Kidderminster, of which 2 continue to Worcester Foregate Street and some go to Shrub Hill. And also Shipton do call here on the Stourbridge Junction weekday service. So yes, it is, they still do run. I'm going to check, I've confirmed that now, but only to Stourbridge Junction. Anyway, next up for us is Lye, L-Y-E. Another 3-letter station name to do. Update you soon.
And here we have a class 172 taking this service to Lye, 172343 on the front. We'll see what the rear unit is. Rear unit is 172001. So once again, we're taking this to Lye.
Right, now we're here at Lye Station with 172001, heading off to Kidderminster. First of all, just before anything else, Andy, thank you for that.
No worries.
Just doing on video now.
Thank you. There we go.
You know the guard had to reopen the doors twice for this man.
Yeah. Badly timed, we went to a shop and the train was 3 minutes earlier than I thought it was. So anyway,
That was a little mistake.
it was a little mistake.
Is that a little? It's little?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, anyway, I'll update you shortly. Right, so welcome to Lye Station. This station is serves the Lye area of Stourbridge in the West Midlands. So we are in Stourbridge now. Lye Station was opened in 1863 by Stourbridge Railway on the line from Stourbridge to Old Hill. Lye Railway Station has the joint shortest name, LYE, in the United Kingdom. The ticket office is no longer open, however there are ticket machines on the station. There was a ticket office here. 172008 is here. I will update you shortly. So there's 172008 and 102 heading off to Whitlock's End. So, yeah, this is another one of the 3-letter station names in the UK.
Oh God, scammers trying to bring me.
And there was quite a lot we've actually been to 3-letter station names. I think we've been to them all, but I could be wrong. Lye might have been one of the last ones. I think there is a few others, but we'll check in a minute and I'll go over that shortly and we'll confirm. So we're now here in Stourbridge and we're going to head to Stourbridge Junction and go on to Hagley, our next station. So that was a B7RLE in a heritage livery, which is really nice. WMPTE, so that's heritage livery that National Express West Midlands have. So we're going to go over to Hagley now from Stourbridge Junction. I'll update you shortly. So we're now at Stourbridge Junction. And just arriving in as obligatory in Stourbridge Junction is 139002, which is coming in, terminating from Stourbridge Town. I'll update you shortly. Right, arriving now is 172339. And 172222. This is the 1257 service to Worcester Foregate Street. We're taking to Hagley. Update you soon. Right, we're now at Hagley station. And this is where we change over the bus company we use. Our one goes to Worcester Foregate Street, and this is Hagley station. From here we're going to get the 192, which takes us over to Blakedown, which will be the next station, but for now we will talk about this station first. This station is also in Worcestershire, and it is one of 3 stations left we need in Worcestershire that we're all getting today. Update shortly. Right, here's at Hagley station, serving the English village of Hagley. I don't know why I said English village, we are in bloody England. Hagley in Worcestershire. This station has one train every 30 minutes between running to Kidderminster and Worcester Foregate Street, so every half an hour generally.
Please travel without them.
From September 2002 until May 2023, the Shipton railway services did call here before the Kidderminster section was axed. They now only go as far as Stourbridge Junction, so yes. Station retains one of its Great Western Railway era station buildings and its canopied footbridge, as you can tell there. Both dating from 1884. And although typical of its era, very few examples of that kind still exist. When it was refurbished, the colours reverted to its former navy blue and white, to the original GWR cream and salmon. The station was opened in 1862 as Hagley station. But yeah, that's basically the station facts. The station, it's a very quiet village here. We've not made it very quiet, but it generally is quite a quiet village, I think. But we're now going to go to the other station in between here in Stourbridge and Kidderminster, which is Blakedown. I'll update you soon. Right, we're now here at Hagley and arriving in as our train, 1401 to Worcester Foregate Street. Didn't get a bus because there was an RTC. So we're now going to Blakedown on this. Update you soon. Right, we're now here at Blakedown. We're going out is 1404 to Worcester Foregate Street. And it's 172101 and 211 heading off to Worcester Foregate Street. It's 101 or 001, it's one of them anyway. Welcome to Blakedown, and we'll talk about the station in just a moment. Right, so welcome to Blakedown. We're not here for too long, but this station serves the village of Blakedown in Worcestershire. Opened as a station called Churchill in 1852, later becoming known for a time as Churchill and Blakedown, after the 2 villages became a single parish. Opened as Churchill in 1852. It's got basic shelter on each platform. There is a level crossing, as you can tell. The platforms are lengthened in the 1990s to allow longer trains to call. And since August 2012, the signalling system has been altered, with the former signal box having been closed and controlled nearby crossing and signals transferred to the Saltley Rail Operating Centre. So yes, it's only a quick visit to Blakedown. We haven't got too long here. But yeah, that is the station. We're going to head to our final station today, Hartlebury. Update you soon.
You didn't take the handbrake off. Right.
Hang on. Right, arriving now is the 1437 service to Worcester Foregate Street, 172004. We're heading to Hartlebury on this. One 172-338. Update you shortly. Right, welcome to Hartlebury station. This station is the, well, for a start, the station building is now a bar, which is interesting. The actual station is the lesser served of all of them on the line because it's an hourly service here at Hartlebury. The rest of them have half hourly or 15 minutes frequency. This has an hourly frequency, the like I say, the least on the line. What is there to say? Oh yeah, so the station has level crossing, which is about to go down, interestingly. The line itself, this is the last station before you get into Droitwich Spa, which is we've already been to. So Hartlebury is the furthest. It has been done up, and as you see, the shelters have got West Midlands Railway colours, and the station building, I think this one is opened around the same time with the Great Western Railway, but I could be wrong. It's, yeah, a nice looking station. It also lacks phone signal, which is, yeah, it's one of the worst that I've been to so far, actually. Quite surprised given the amount of places I've been to on this series, and I'm saying this one was the worst for it. So, but yeah, so that's Hartlebury. The trains that do stop here are Worcester trains, so because this is the only intermediate station in between Kidderminster and Droitwich Spa, so it is that little one that just sits here. So yes. Anyway, so with that one done, I'm going to finish the video from West Midlands 9 here. Thank you for watching. If you have liked what you've seen, do like and subscribe, and do leave any comments because I will get back to them as when I can. And any recommendations are welcome. Do leave those in the comments. See you next time for the next episode of Every Platform. What you're going to see next is a few clips from the Cotswolds, finishing off 3 stations from there. The next episode of Every Platform, we will be back in Derbyshire. So see you for that. Bye for now. Okay, welcome everyone to Ascott-under-Wychwood station. This is obviously an extension from the West Midlands 9 video, which you have now seen. So we're here at Ascott-under-Wychwood. This actually is done before we went to the West Midlands, but I'm adding in at the end so that we can start with the West Midlands.
The fast train now approaching platform 2.
But basically, welcome to Ascott-under-Wychwood station. This one wasn't done on the Cotswold trip originally due to engineering works, but we're here now. This is the only other station on the Cotswold line that has 2 trains a day, and we just got off 165, 128 as you just saw. The station serves the village of Ascott-under-Wychwood in Oxfordshire. It is on the Cotswold line. West of the station is a level crossing controlled by Ascott-under-Wychwood signal box, which is an active signal box as well, as you saw at the beginning clip. And it also oversees the adjacent end of the double track section of the Cotswold line. There are proposals to double the route. The signal box was to be removed, but the budget constraints on re-signalling led to that proposal being revised because they couldn't afford to change it. The station opened in 1853 as Ascot, changed to Ascott-under-Wychwood in 1880, changed to Ascott-under-Wychwood Holt in 1965, and then 1969 reverted back to Ascott-under-Wychwood. So yes, and in 2022-23 saw 1,628 passenger entries and exits. Not a lot at all. It is I think it is one of the least used stations in Oxfordshire, because it hardly gets any trains. So yes. So yeah, 2 trains a day, there's only 1 peak hour train per day in each direction, Mondays to Fridays, including most bank holidays. No service on a Sunday, but in the weeks leading up to Christmas, a very limited Saturday service also runs. So yes, there is Ascott-under-Wychwood. We're going to go off to Shipton now. Update you soon. Right, passing through now is a Great Western Railway service from Worcester Foregate Street to London Paddington, which is 800 008, the Pride 800. That one goes. We're now going to head off to Shipton. Right, welcome to Shipton station. We just took a really ridiculous walk to get over here. The fact that this station, its entrance, is actually within an industrial estate, which is absolutely ridiculous. But it's here. The other entrance is quite normal. This entrance is in there, an industrial estate. So this station serves the villages of Shipton-under-Wychwood and Milton-under-Wychwood in Oxfordshire. Station opened in 1853 and hasn't got too much history. I mean, this is served by two to three trains in each direction each weekday. There is a Morton and Marsh train which we got off of at Ascott-under-Wychwood. That is one of them. But then there's two Worcester trains as well. There's 4 services on a Saturday and no Sunday service, but normal weekday service on bank holidays. So in terms of the village, it's north of Burford. It's West Oxfordshire, this is. So it's very close to Ascott-under-Wychwood, although the walk is ridiculous to get between them. So yes, anyway, we're going to wait for our train. Shipton done. It is a very poorly served station, this one and Ascott-under-Wychwood, but we've done them both, and we're going to head off to Kingham, which is better served. Update you soon. Right, arriving now is the 1916 service to Worcester Foregate Street from London Paddington, which we're taking to Kingham. And on it we've got 802, sorry, 109. Right, the point out there was the 1923 Great Western Railway service to Worcester Foregate Street from London Paddington. That also was Shania Twain, which is a IET that's called Shania Twain. It's named after the singer, of course, because who else? So this is Kingham Station, the last one on the Cotswolds that we are getting today. That unit we did get off of, by the way, was 802-109, which is Shania Twain. So yes. Anyway, I'll update you shortly with some facts. Okay, welcome to Kingham Station. The station serves Kingham, village of Kingham in Oxfordshire, and it also completes Oxfordshire for every platform. So another county complete. This station, 1853, the Evesham to Oxford line, which this station was on, opened, because it only ran from Evesham to Oxford, as we established in the other Cotswolds line video. 1855, this station opened as Chipping at Norton Junction. And then in 1862, it was opened as Bourton on the Water Railway. The Bourton on the Water Railway opened. 8th of January 1906, the flyover opened, which is just down there, you can't see it very well. And then the station was renamed Kingham in 1909. So yes, it's also featured in a 2020 episode of This Country. It was used as a setting for that for one episode in the comedy show. And yeah, 2 routes serve the station. The 802, which goes to Bourton on the Water, operated by Pullums, and the X8, which goes to Chipping Norton from Oxford. No, it doesn't. No, yes, the X8 might do. It goes to Chipping Norton anyway, via Churchill, and that runs as well. I don't think that's Stagecoach, because I think they're S routes in Oxfordshire. Yeah, peak hours only for the X8, and Monday to Saturday all day for the 802. And you saw the 802 when we were on the other Cotswold video, because we had Nivora on it, if you remember. Anyway, so that is the station. There's not too much else to say. The station is an hourly service here, 1 train per hour to Paddington, 1 train per hour to Worcester. I will go off record and say that Ascott-under-Wychwood and Shipton are 2 of the most difficult ones that we've had to get to, because of the weather and because of the fact we did it in winter. So but we've done them, that's the main thing, and we don't ever have to come back here. So that's Kingham done. So thanks for watching this bit of Every Platform, and I hope you enjoyed the West Midlands, and I hope you enjoyed this bit. This bit was only brief, but yeah, speak to you soon. Bye for now.